Good morning, everyone. My name is Prince Oyáṣeríálà. We're reaching out to you from Yoruba Torah Research Project. Yes, this morning I'll be going over some of the things I said on the last Sabbath, the last issue button. Now, this walk and this is the declaration of Oyáṣeríálà, and this is trying to make everyone to see the seriousness and what this is all about. I'd like to share some of the things that makes me to know that this work is not just the theory or something, just a research and just something to just make money with. As I've seen so many people deem it to fit. Well, let me begin with some of the revelation I've seen before this work, before I came in contact with this work at all. One of the revelation I have seen, so I'm going to mention some of them. So the first revelation I've ever had that was like that stick to my mind and never goes away was that I was sleeping, and then I found myself. I was going up in a channel. I was going very fast. I was moving up with a very high speed in that channel, like a tunnel. But on my way, as I was going with the high speed, I was seeing old people, mature people, they were going in the same tunnel, going up in the same tunnel. And but I was just overtaking them, and I tried not to disturb myself. I was young then. But when I got to the top of the tunnel and I came out of the tunnel, what I saw was a very bright light, kind of a very bright light. But then I saw a hand with the same order of brightness, kind of glowing brightness. So that same hand then came and pushed me back into the tunnel. And I was like, wow, as if you are dropping in the air. Then the next thing I woke up. Well, what really held my mind was, what is that? Tunnel going up, and then I came to a place, an open place full of bright light, kind of glowing bright light, and then a hand in the same order of glowing bright light now tilted me back, and then I woke up back. So that's weird. So that's one of those weird things that those revelations that stick to my mind that I seems not to forget. I don't think I can ever forget that. So those are the things, some of those things, revelation. But to me then, actually, what does the meaning of this mean? Well, for now, I can say, well, all those things has a purpose, and it's kind of a beginning of a foundation of a relationship with an assignment with which God, Oyáṣeríálà himself, has determined an assignment that it determined for me to run. So that was God. And one of those revelation that I would also like to share is I've seen so many revelation. There were times as I found myself going through a tunnel in the ground. I saw the rim of a tire. The rim of a tire was placed on the ground, but in the revelation, the rim of the tire was removed, and I saw a tunnel that goes into the ground. So when I went into the ground, what I found under the ground was like a mighty mansion, like a palace. The walls, the pillars inside the palace were so big and mighty. But I saw that it's as if it was not really perfect. It was not finished. I mean, the building, but it's under the ground. So I don't know who's going to finish it, how they're going to come to finish it. So I saw it under the ground, and I saw very mighty building, but it's undone. So I came out of the tunnel in the revelation. So it was at the beginning of things and encounters that made me to know this assignment is not. This is not just a theory thing, and this for me it's not just a theory thing. And I know some of our followers might see it as I should take an opportunity and make money from it. And as some are trying to make it that they want to pay me, and they feel it's all about the money. To me, it's not all about the money. And then one other revelation that I saw after that is I was climbing a stairs of a great palace that was burnt. I saw the palace burnt to the ground, and I was still managed to go on the stairs, but I saw that the whole place was burnt down in that revelation. So I just one of those just things just coming. But one thing, even right then, because of the understanding that I used to have about spiritual things and attend Pentecostal churches, when you start seeing something like that, it means maybe there's something that has been destroyed. God is revealing to you things that has been taken away, what the enemy has destroyed. Especially the first one is something that has been buried for long, and that is not supposed to come out, that the enemy or whatsoever times and seasons has eaten away. And so God is revealing those things. A palace that was Asian palace that was burnt down. So God is revealing those things. So you see, for me, it's as someone who prayed, attend so many churches, praying churches, about really attend Mountain of Fire. So I see those things, those revelations are not just simple things. They are pointers to that there's something great that needs to be restored. There's something that has been destroyed, that has been taken away, that must be restored. So these and recently the last one I saw about such mighty building was that recently I saw a replica of that building, but no more under the ground or being burnt, as if it was being laid. The foundation has been laid, and now it's being built up. And in that kind of revelation, I saw as if a lady was inviting me away from the site of the palace, and she was about to enter a kind of a boat, and she wanted to go away. And then, I decided to stay with the building. And even though in that dream I was thinking, I'd like to go. I would have loved to follow this person. When she left, I was thinking, I should have followed. But I stayed back in that site where the building was being constructed. Yeah, actually, I've seen things like that. Friends that I would look up to and say, yes, it can be a friend, it can be a partner, it can be a wife, and then that really looked at. But the particular thing is that people don't really see this work. They see it as a work. They see it as they don't have faith. They don't see vision. They don't see light in it. So especially that particular person actually desired for me to go back to the processing thing that she actually called. She want to come and see those processing places that I was using. I had to tell her I've stopped all those things, and I only based on this research work I'm doing, and that's what I'm dealing with. And then and that was all. And there was something then that the federal government opportunity that I saw online for women, and I sent to her, because she's also into processing, but she wants me to come and then so that we can do it together. But I look at it, I can't do all those things. I can't leave this work, because to me this is more than just a research work or a theoretical thing. So, and that was it. The relationship and everything. So now. So, for me, this assignment is not just a theory. It's not a religion. Some people have you just create a name for yourself. You and your religious group. You and your no. For me, this is more than that. For me, this is a nation. This is a kingdom. This is a palace that was destroyed long ago that needs to be restored. For me, this is a mighty hand that returned me from the channel up we have gone. There's a mighty hand that need to restore. This is about restoration. This is about restoring that which was buried away. So I'll use this opportunity to tell people, everyone, especially people that are following, if your purpose of following this work is for money, I think you should just, if you're not ready to change and you're not ready to see this as a kingdom, I think you should just step aside, step away from this. This will not end well for you, because you are not, this is not for money, this is kingdom, this is a restoration of kingdom. So if you're here for money, if you're here for just for self-glorification, now this is not for self-glorification, this is not to glorify anyone. This is agenda of Oyáṣeríálà in the last days. This agenda of Oyáṣeríálà, the restoration of the house of Oyá Okoibi and Oyáṣeríálà. whom men call Israel. So, this is the restoration that was spoken about in Daniel chapter 12, verse 1. And as we have seen it so far, this thing has been happening. It has been true, it has been genuine, and it has been working here. Names of communities are coming out. Because now, I know most of our people, you already know all this. I want to show us now, but I'm still showing us because anyone who is looking at this, if they are, who will be coming across this, and if this is the first video from us that you'll be seeing. So now, I'm going to go play Genesis 1:1. So you're going to see how possible is this. Now, this is Hebrew. This is ancient Hebrew. You are written with Paleo Hebrew, not with Ella Hebrew. Now, so you can see now, these are the consonant sound. These are the consonant sound. These are the sounds here. No, written out. This is B. This is B. B. And all this is this one is R. This is R. Yeah. So you can see so according to the corresponding. Here the right from right to left, or here right from left to right. So now you can see. And now I put vowels. And by putting appropriate vowels, I get Yoruba words that when after interpreting the Yoruba words to English, the information in the Yoruba words and the information in the English interpretation is what? Is saying the same thing as we have in the Bible, even more detailed than what we have in the Bible. Now, one thing I want to tell you, when we do fill in the gap in primary school, when they say B dash dash and K, they put B dash dash K. So now when they put B dash dash K, there's no way, there's nothing you want to put in that in between the B and K that will give a Yoruba, that will give a Igbo word that means that is saying the same thing as book, because they are from different source and from different language, because they are from different method of speaking language, different understanding or speaking of communication. So now for this to happen, that I put vowels and I get Yoruba words that is saying the same thing as this word, this particular verse is said to have said. It's only because they are the same thing. And that the language that was spoken then by the writers is the same that was spoken now by the Yorubas, by the one that are called Yorubas. And when did they start calling them Yorubas? They were called Omo Inoabi, those that came with Inoa, those that are with Inoa. Now, so let's remove the fact of the thing about the word Yoruba. So it is not about Yoruba itself. So this is more than the Yoruba or whatsoever and anybody might want to put on. So now, let's go back. Let's see each other. So this is more than Yoruba. Well, we have to use Yoruba, yeah, because that is what people call us now. What we call the majority, the major people that speak this language. So the Igala people, they have the same language. The Igala, the Nope, and everything the same language. So you see, this is more than the Yorubas. So this, if you are here with this work and your mission is Yoruba nation, oh God, this is not weird. This is not your location. This is not for Yoruba nation. If all that is in your head and all your vision and everything you see is Yorubas, I think you are not supposed to be here. You are supposed to go to the white men that created the word Yoruba, the Yoruba name, and impose it on us. And the Fulanis that, all those that, or the system, how the word Yoruba came, the Fulani, the white, and everything like that. So go to them and start and be seeking that establishment of Yoruba nation. This is what? Restoration of a nation that has been a mighty nation, the nation that have nations of great king. And one of the greatest things there among the kingdom is Oduiwade, whom you call David in your English Bible. It's Oduwade. So this is the restoration of ancient the people, the restoration of their kingdom, the restoration of the palace. So, and one more thing I like to declare today also is, my name is Oladipo Jejerola. So I've seen a lot of people when I say prince, they just say, is he a prince? No, there's no. Just look away. Yes, I answered the name prince today because my mother is actually from a royal family. Been to they have royalty in their place, so that's she's a princess. So I answered the name king. I also answered the name prince. So I use the title prince. So I say, is not my father? Yes, not my father. Yes, not my mother. So you can ask the Queen of England, you can ask all those Charles and all those things, you can ask them. And my last uncle, who was the king, was actually just like I am. It is his mother that is related to the family. So So I don't see. So you might want to claim anything, but I have no claim. I have no argument on that. But this is who I am. I took the title prince from my mother's family. But there is one thing that I also like to declare here, that my name is Oyáṣeríálà. My father, well, I don't really know much about my father, but I know he's from Ìkwò. Ìkwò is one of the sector of Igba people of Abeokuta. And these Ìkwò people happen to have a claim, and this is their claim, that the last kingdom established by Oromiyan, who is a descendant of Odu Enuwa, the one who brought them from Yemen to West Africa and started Ife, is a descendant of that lineage. The last kingdom where he established and where he ruled from before he died is actually this Ìkwò. And it was Ìkwò that from here that he ruled all the affairs of all the kingdom where he has influence. Benin, all those Gala, all those people. So he has influence to all those places, but he ruled all those places from Ìkwò, which is the last kingdom where he settled the class. And then, but from history, there was a challenge after he died. There was a rebellion in Oyo. The Oyo and the Shango and Oyo, they rebelled, and this United Kingdom, which is that has Benin and other things, where that Oromiyan has brought together, was destroyed by the rebellion of Oyo. And they did not just stop at that. The rebellion of Oyo actually destroyed Ìkwò. So Ìkwò scattered. The Ìkwò, the last kingdom, scattered. And that was it. And then that's where you start hearing all this Oyo Empire and all this Benin Empire. Because after the king, the one who joined them together, was dead, there was a rebellion, they were scattered. So that's why you see Oyo want to rule everywhere. They don't even want to kind of extend to Nupe and all those things, people, and to all those areas. So I am from Ìkwò. My father happens to, the little I know about him, that is from Ìkwò. And Ìkwò is the last kingdom, last place of Oromiyan, and then, so I don't even know. So it was from there. And Ìkwò is the last kingdom of Oromiyan, the last house where he built. And then Oromiyan happened to be the descendant of Odu Enuwa, and Odu Enuwa is said to be a descendant from a lineage of Odu Iwade. So if I want to looking at that too, for me, this assignment now coming to my hand, it's not about money. And looking at this, and then the revelation I have seen about the Bonds Palace, the Bonds building, and then the building that is halfway, and somebody want to call me away from it. And you see, so for me, this is more than money. This is more. This is not theoretical, and this is not just scholarly. It's not a scholarship, a scholar thing. This is more than that. This is a restoration of a kingdom. This is prophecy being fulfilled. Now, I'll also tell you about, since this work I've started, I've seen so many people that have come to the work, and the Lord immediately, most of the time, the Lord revealed to me who people are. Now, I'll give 3 scenarios that the Lord spoke to me. Immediately, some people call it. Now, first thing, I saw a revelation. I saw a man and a lady who took me in their car, and they got to a place. There's a black bag I used to use then to carry my laptop. They threw me out of the car, I and my bag. So, it shows one thing. They are after the work. If you join these people, they will carry you and they will throw you away. You and your bag on the street. The Lord knows you. He knows your mind. So I want you to get it. I want everyone that is following this work to know you are not on a playground. You are on a serious matter. You are not on a, this is not a playground. This is a serious matter. That Oyoiwa speaks, he speaks constantly concerning every decision I have to take here. I don't take any decision on my own. So I'll tell you the other one was I see myself in a car. I see, that's why sometimes all this about all this reality, it doesn't really move me, because I know what the Lord has told me. So I saw it that I was in a kind of a jeep that has kind of a royal person in front, and I was at the back, and I was with the police officers, those that are going around with him, and he gave me a bundle of money in that revelation. He's supposed to be happy, but I think I was inquisitive, and I started looking at the money, and I got, this is fake, and I saw that the monies are fake, and I gave it to him. I said, no, I show it to the police officers. I said, look at this. These monies are fakes. They said yes. Now they know it is fake, and the police officer collected the fake money from me, and they gave me 500 naira from their own hand. The money was actually fake, but the police now they will go and spend it. They know he's making a fake money, and they enjoy the fake money because they spend it, and they gave me original money, which is 500 naira, and they threw me out of their jeep on the road like a bus stop. Now I'm telling you all these things that you may know that it's not a playground. So when you come with those ideas, I could get angry because now knowing who you are, with the evidence of the Spirit, I can get angry and speak into your life, and what I speak will stand. God, Oyáṣeríálà will make it to stand. Yeah. So with all these things, I had to. So I must say, I have to be very careful that this is not an ordinary assignment. This is not an ordinary assignment. I have seen a man. I have seen another one that I was with a man, and the man was going away, but he want me to follow his own way. So, but I could not, because of where I'm going. I'm on an assignment. I'm on an agenda, and the purpose is different. It's not money. It's not personal glory. It is that which was being buried away might be brought back and might be restored. So you see, it calls for carefulness. This is a kingdom restoration, and this is more than a playground. It's not for your money, and this is not your religion. And that's why you just give yourself or this you are this church, you are this church, this is your name of your church, and you expect that this kind of work should come to your hand so that you can use it to establish yourself against others. This work is more than your religion. It's more than your I've forgotten the term I'm supposed to use now. So it's more than your church. It's more than your own group. This is the restoration of Oyáṣeríálà, and this is the restoration of the house of Odiwade. Then the last revelation especially about the warnings is was this revelation that there was a time somebody said, "You want to come and see me in my house?" I've actually given the address of the house, and then that's when I saw this vision. I opened my eyes and I was in the car. I was in a kind of a pickup, and then I was at this place, a lot of things, and then I saw this person that came. He looked at, then he went away. Then he joined some people, and they were building a great constructing a kind of industrial building, mighty building, and things like that. And you see, immediately I was distressed in that dream. That what are people doing? So you stole something from me, and you're trying to build it for yourself, for your own glory. So I was just looking. Then immediately they dispersed. They could not even. What they started, they could not finish. How would they finish when they were not called into it? When the Lord is not with them? But then it had an impact on me in that revelation, because I myself, I could not even continue with what I was doing, because immediately something very terrible happened, which must not happen. Something happened in that dream. That thing must not happen. So for me, for the sake of my life, and for the sake of those around me, it's very important that you people get it. Everyone should get it. Everyone should know this. No matter what you know before, this is not what about me. This is not what I know. So I'm not here to mix what you know with what I know. No, he didn't call me to do that. He called me for one thing: the restoration to that which was buried away from the eyes of man, to be restored back and be established. For it is said, Oyáṣeríálà Israel shall be restored, and the house of Odiwade, David, whom you call David, shall be king over them. So this is what we have on ground. So this is what is happening here, and this is what has started already. So you have to change. You have to take your side. If you're for the kingdom, then you go along with us. But if you're for money, you're for Yoruba nation, if you're for your personal glory, I think you need to look for any other side to join. You cannot stay, you cannot be on this. Because I'm letting you to know that Oyáṣeríálà himself is in this. His mighty power and presence is packaging and is upholding this. So if you come with your ulterior and kind of evil ideas, you will be destroyed. That is it. You will perish. So from henceforth, I'm saying this so that you know. If you are here and all you want to do is looking for yes, Yoruba, Igbo, Nupe, all those stupid and little tiny agendas that has nothing to do with God, you're going to perish. You will perish. Those ideas will perish, and you perish with them. So it's one thing, you kill those ideas and stay here, or you pack your ideas and you move away. You step aside. This is the kingdom of Oyáṣeríálà. So let it be known to all. Please, if you want to stay with us, this is not a playground. This is the restoration of a kingdom. Restoration of a truth. Restoration of faith in Oyáṣeríálà. Oyáṣeríálà, who has made all these things known by his spirit. So I hope with all these few things you can understand and you can know where we're coming from and then where we're going. This is fulfillment of prophecy. So now, as we know now, some people might want to, anybody might see this recording and want to use it for works one, especially those that hated this word from the beginning. Might say, yeah, see you another, well, no matter what you want to call it, I like whatsoever you call it, because whatsoever you call it is going to help me. It's going to help this work to be established. I am happy for what you're going to try to do. For whatsoever you try to do against this work is going to help this work to gain ground wherever you take it to. I am happy and I'm thanking you ahead for everything you will calculate, you will put together against this assignment. For it will help this assignment to be established over the head. So that is it. Oh, is anybody saying there and say, work of Nigeria, you want to study? Yes. So we're going to say Nigeria is a good country, Nigeria is a good nation, but this assignment is greater than your Nigeria, than our Nigeria. Yes, Nigeria, West Africa, the Benin people, they are West Africa, they are part, most of the West Africa, especially French-speaking countries, they are part of this heritage. They are part of Oyáṣeríálà. So it was from here that they divided and filled all those places. That some people came and divided the whole thing and make it French and English. Well, that is to them, but that cannot stop Oyáṣeríálà, who has started, who has come to restore all together as one. And also all our brothers in the Americas, those who are taken as slaves to the America that are there now, that most of them are ruling themselves in Americas, South Americas. And so you see, so those people, they are what? They are still what? Oyáṣeríálà, and they are still going to be part of Oyáṣeríálà nation. People in America, all over the world, they are going to be part of Oyáṣeríálà nation. So what we see is what? You're saying we have organization of Oyáṣeríálà nations. So Nigeria is good, and Nigeria should strengthen itself so that it can be a substantial headquarter. So that if Nigeria is strong enough, if Nigeria will develop itself, as God is already working and using President Buhari to do a lot of things that should have been done in the past, and it's being done now even in the difficult times. Yes, so then peradventure Nigeria might be able to stand as the headquarter of organization of Oyáṣeríálà nations. Oyáṣeríálà shall be one. They shall speak the language. So now Nupe people are part of Oyáṣeríálà, Igala people are Oyáṣeríálà, Benin people, they are Oyáṣeríálà. So all those people, Kanawa people in Kano, the original indigenous of Kano, they are what? They are Oyáṣeríálà. Katsina people, yeah, they are Oyáṣeríálà. Now the Baliwa people, and Baliwa people, they are what? And Baliwa people in Bauchi State, they are Oyáṣeríálà. Now see, now those are just the communities that their names have already been seen, have been found. There are still many communities that you are yet to work on. So you see, all those people are what? Are children, descendants of Israel. Some of them have claim before now, but that claim could not really be substantiated. But now we have the Torah speaking. Bible say, Daniel 12, said, those whose name are written in the book, so their name coming out of the Torah is a confirmation of their identity as what? Descendant of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, of Oyáṣeríálà. So you see, so this has been done. So this has been done according to Daniel 12:1. The names are coming out. So names of communities. So this is a confirmation. This is who they are. This is the restoration of the people and the restoration of the house of Oduiwade. So this is what all this is all about. Are you already freaking out before? And now I'm saying this, I'm freaking you out the more. I'm sorry. If the Lord has appointed you to this work, then He's going to convince you and it's going to make you to know that what is being said today is true, and that this is a perfect, a true, a total declaration of what Oyoiwa has in mind. This is not actually ideal for me because presently I met a friend and I want to take that relationship with that friend to a very great level. And already seeing this work, she's already freaking out. She's talking about it. This is weird. And now I'm now saying this. So it's not an ideal time for me to be saying this. But this is what Oyoiwa want to be said now. So I'm saying it. But I know Jesus said, Oyáṣeríálà said, those that the Father has given to me will come to me. No one can take them away from me. For the Father who gave them to me is greater than all. So if Oyoiwa has brought you to this assignment, nothing will take you away. For who brought you is greater than all. So who the Father has brought to be partaker of this work, who Oyoiwa, the Father Abi, has brought to be partaker of this work, even to be partaker of my own life. Yeah, whoever Oyoiwa has assigned to be the partaker of my life cannot be taken away. Nothing, not the weirdness of this work. No, nothing is going to take that person away. Nothing can take her away. For Oyoiwa himself, who brought her, is going to strengthen her, is going to establish her, and is going to convince her, is going to bring her, and because he's greater than all. So nobody, no advice of man, no counsels of people around her is going to be able to stop her. Because Oyoiwa, who is the author of all things, who brought her in the first place, is going to ensure that she walk in His perfect will. So, for me personally, it's not ideal, but I have to go on ahead and do this according to the will of Oyoiwa. So, every other person, so you know, the same thing goes for everyone. If Oyoiwa has brought you to this assignment, then you will stay, He will establish you. But if your personal drive, your personal glory, money, all you're looking is for money, please, I beg you, I plead with you in the name of Oyoiwa, step aside. For from now henceforth, His mighty hand will be released. And as many who are just in this for their self-glory and for all those tiny goals that is not of Oyoiwa, those goals will perish and you will perish with them. So please, thank you very much. I appreciate all. I appreciate everyone. So, as Oyáṣeríálà is being restored, may your life be restored. May all the ancestral glory of your house, of your father's house, that has been buried away, all the goodness that they're supposed to have enjoyed, but because of sin they could not enjoy because of idolatry, may Oyoiwa restore all the glory and the blessings back unto you in the name of Oyáṣeríálà. And one of those things that make this thing very real is that there was a time I had a particular revelation like that, and the time I came to church, yes, my pastor who is my pastor now, who's my father now, the pastor turned to father, a fatherly pastor. So I saw him. He was talking to the choir. So I was a choir leader in the place before the COVID. So I was a choir leader in another branch. So he was ministering to the choir at the headquarters. So when I came and I saw him, he was talking to the choir then, and he started talking to them about something about generational glory, that God is restoring the generation glory of the generation to somebody. I immediately linked it to the dream I had, revelation the Lord has revealed. I know He was talking directly to me. So please, thank you very much. This is real. I decree, may the blessing be upon you and your household. Amen. Thank you very much.